Hello and welcome back to another Surviving Mars Let's Play. We are just about to land our current colony ship with 22 people on board. I'm going to check before we do just to make sure that everything is ready to receive them, and I think we are. We do have 35 living slots available. This dome that we just placed down last episode is turned off because we don't want it to be using the resources that it needs for water and oxygen at the moment because nothing's here, and we're a little finite on our resources. We're a little tight, so we don't want to go crazy building a bunch of different buildings yet. So we're okay on food though, and we're trying to handle our metal our metal problems with our RC transport. Okay, so I'm going to have the shuttle land. I'm going to try to keep it outside of the range of all of the precious instruments and materials so it doesn't damage anything. And as we're doing that, let's go ahead and find out. We want to open up some of our... We want to increase... Yeah, I think we want to get another polymer factory shift going. We also want to increase the availability of... Yeah, we'll do this. We'll set it to the first shift. Because we have people working now, we'll have people working the first shift and the second shift. So that means that sometimes there'll be people who want food in the first shift, and sometimes people who want food on the second. So we'll bring this maybe here. We'll have the third shift, the night shift, and the second shift. And we'll also do it for the grocer and also the art store and electronics store. It looks like a lot, but these are only one slot jobs. So for the most part, we should be able to find those available people. We could also fill up, I think we brought some botanists with us, so we should be able to fill up the rest of the open jobs in the farms, with a priority hopefully on the big farm. Alright, here they come. Look at them all go like crazy.
New colonists have arrived.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to New Tokyo, or whatever we are calling it, or just, you know, the Japanese colony. I like New Tokyo. Why did I click on you and so I have to look at you now? You're just a brave citizen of Mars. You're a party animal. Oh, you're the saint. Oh, that's right. We did have a special, unique character here. Apparently the saint will increase the comfort of everyone, all the religious people in a dome. Okay. That's interesting. So we are loading up the existing shuttle with fuel and our exports, which are going to be the rare metals, which I think we have 18 of, right? Awesome. Because we need money. we are struggling for money. We are sitting at 140 million. So we want to make sure we've got enough to cover any emergency pods that we have to send. We definitely want to bring extra materials sometimes. I think with the addition of these new members, though, these new colonists, we might be doing a little bit better. We also finished the Spire research recently, and I want to see what it's going to cost us to build this medical center. So recover health and sanity. Okay. A dome with a medical building has a lower minimum comfort requirement for births. You know, that's going to be useful, but again, I don't know if I want to go crazy on the population. I want to control it a lot more at the early stages. I think this might be useful in our big dome that we put over here, because we want to have this as a huge dome with better comfort levels. So that might go there eventually. I think I'm going to put the medical center here right now, so then I can free up the other infirmary building. So this is going to cost polymer, metals, and concrete. So I'm going to turn it off for the moment because we don't have much in terms of metals. We're a little short. Our transporter is currently unloading metals, though, which are going to be used to construct the rest of this drone hub, which is then going to be used to service these two buildings here. We need 20 concrete, which is going to be picked up from this storage pad here, from this concrete extractor. And we also still need machine parts. So once our guy here is done... Where did you go? You disappeared. Okay, you're right here. Once you're done unloading, I'm going to have you load up machine parts and take them down to the other area. That way we can finish building the autonomous metals extractor. The challenging part, though, is... I think I've got an idea on how to deal with Yeah, I think I've got an idea on that. Let's find the... Let's do a trade route here. We want to do load up machine parts and take them over here. And I don't think I even have a spot for machine parts. I do. Okay, so we have 6 machine parts, but we only... Oh, we actually have enough. Okay, I don't know how that happened. I must have unloaded these a while ago. We don't need you to do anything but just be awesome, RC Transporter. Let's just have you go over here. What I was thinking about, in terms of... We got to figure out how to relay the metals we get from here back to the main compound. It might be okay, because this is going to reach... This drone hub here is going to service this metals extractor. They can fly as far as this border here. And this drone hub, for the most part, can almost fly that entire area, and this one covers the gap in the middle. So perhaps what we wind up doing is we put down a dedicated metals storage depot right here. And I don't know how the relaying part works. What I'm hoping is that these drones, because we can take this away, we can take this metal deposit away, so that whenever metal comes out of here, the drones have to store it here. And whenever metal is needed up here, they can come down and pick it up. What I don't know, though, is if they will do kind of a storage hop. Like, they'll take it from this deposit and store it in this deposit here. I'm uncertain about that. Interesting. What if we try to say we want 10 of every resource? Will that force the system to try to bring metals up this way? I'm not sure. We'll experiment with that a bit. This will be our first time having to relay materials. You know, one thing I also haven't used yet that might have come in handy just then is a tunnel. What does this do? Rovers could travel along it. I think drones can as well. I think it's for reaching areas like across, you know, through a mountainside or up onto a hillside that they normally couldn't get to. I'm not sure if that would be as useful for us in this situation. Okay, so you still need metals. How are we doing with the metals? Did we already use up all the metals? No, we didn't. But we don't have... Oh, the problem is we don't have enough metals over here to build this. Are you bringing them? I think they are. They are bringing... It's a long run for them to service this building and put down the metals, but they are bringing the metals slowly but surely. Do you, Mr. Automatic Metals Extractor, do you need a... They might need a dumping area. So let's build a dumping site here. I hate how the dumping sites look. I'm really hoping that at some point we can find a fancy way to make use of this, all this garbage here. And all of the... Look at all these piles of waste. So maybe we can process the waste rocks into something useful. That would be nice. Our shuttle is loaded up with all of the rare metals we have on site and all of the fuel it needs to take off. Now the question is, do we want to send it back home, or do we want to try to do one of these other missions? This spot needs 6 drones. And it's really close by. The problem is we'd have to then unload our shuttle with everything on it, which wouldn't take forever. It's just extra work for our drones to do. I think for the moment I want to send this shuttle back home. Oh no! Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to lose the rocket. Like, we would have no other way to make money. So I guess we'll do this maintenance. It's going to cost us 5 machine parts, which we have, thankfully. Okay, we did the maintenance. Are you still taking off, or do we have to send it again? Okay, we have to wait for the maintenance part to be done. Okay, that's fine. That kind of was annoying. Because man, we're so close. We really need to get enough money to to buy another rocket, so we have one spare that we can maybe keep to use and explore around here and do trade deals. Wouldn't be bad.
Resources are low.
Oh, we know it. We certainly know it. Okay, we're going to wait for this to get built, and then we'll micromanage. Do we have enough metal? So really, as soon as these drones come out of this new drone hub, they should be able to build this
Sector
automatic metals
scanned.
extractor.
Research complete.
We got a sector scan, and that gave us extra research because we are Japan. So we completed the Stirling generator, which is nice. We are able to get, let's see, Amplify. Increases the production, but increases power consumption for our refineries and factories. Not sure if we need that or want that just at this very moment. We've got farms queued up. Let's leave this as is for a bit. Let's see what else gets unlocked in the next couple of scans and the next couple of completed research. Our shuttle's ready to go. Let's try to launch this again, and hopefully no explosions, because otherwise we're super mega screwed. I wonder what happens in that case. I mean, really, there's no other way. I suppose at that point, you have to become completely self-sufficient. You have to work with the people who are on your, your current colony, and then I guess at maybe some point there's research that gives you more money back home. That's the only thing I could think of.
Resources are low.
19. We're gonna get we're gonna wanna wind up getting just shy of, was it 400 million maybe in profits for this trip back home.
Resources are low.
Yes, we are in fact low on everything. Thank you so much for that reminder. We need 2 more pieces of metal to get delivered here. Here comes 1, I think. And then this should be able to build this, so we should be good to go. And then, how's our new colonist doing? I haven't checked. Their average. Oh, I haven't even looked over here. We did have our new service buildings. Looks like they're full up on their duty shifts. Okay, good. We've got people working in those. We did cancel this building, or not cancel it, we delayed this building's construction because we're not quite ready to drop that much metal yet. How's our polymer factory looking? We do have a complete other shift working on polymers, and we... Oh, that's interesting. Wow, you're all pissed off about working in a different building. So all the... Because probably the priority thing, right? We've prioritized polymers.
Research complete.
That's fine. We've researched Drone Swarm, which gives 2 extra drones, and we can have a total of 80, I guess, or increase by 80 how many drones we can have at any given time. And here comes this new drone hub up and running, so that's going to build the metal extractor. Okay, everything is coming together. This is what we wanted to see. Kind of got us out of a bit of a tight spot. I'm going to have to build more water extraction soon. Oh, wow. Those are the Dust Devils. I think our area on Mars has a very... I can't see, I guess. I can't see the new... I guess the existing threat levels and the resource levels like you can on the first screen when you're first looking. So I can't tell what our existing danger level is here. What about here? We never really explore this too much. Basic resources, advanced resources. This is kind of an inventory screen. What's this? Graphs. What do we look at in graphs? I love graphs. This is kind of a historical data versus your overall population, homeless versus unemployed. Okay. So we're producing way more oxygen than we need right now. We're starting to get full on water though, so I think we're going to have to build more water producing facilities soon. I don't really want to build another one of these water extractors on this site because we're already starting to drain this site a good deal. So we might expand over here. Another 10,000 water available. I don't think we've unlocked the research for the moisture evaporators. Because we can only do... Yeah, it's got the prefab. So we finished our trade. We brought our shuttle back home and we made 380 million. So now this is comfortable. This is decent, and we could send ourselves another emergency shuttle if we needed to, or emergency pod. We also found an anomaly, so our explorer should go... Are we missing an explorer? Did we lose one? I thought we had 2. When did we lose this explorer? I'm gonna have to go back in the videos and check the inventory. When on earth did we lose you, friend? That is funny. RC Rovers. Sure enough. Explorer 1, Explorer 2. Wait, are you... Do I just not have you on my... Okay, can I unpin you? Can I... How do I pin you? Okay. We just... I guess he must have just fallen off the bar. I probably gave it a misclick. Well, that's terrifying. Poor guy. Felt he was just lost forever. Gonna sit out here. We'll bring you back home. Our other Explorer is making its way... Holy crap, why is this all the way over here? This must be a random thing. This might be a story item because it appeared in a zone that we haven't even scanned yet. So maybe this is part of the story. And maybe this might lead to a breakthrough research because we haven't had too many of those either. Alright guys, we need... somehow we managed to lose one machine part from over here. I guess they probably grabbed it to repair something. Probably repaired the concrete extractor. Let's take our RC transport and load up on... Oh, we're out of machine parts, of course. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn the machine part factory on. We'll do one shift of those, and we'll do one shift of the polymer factory. We still have the one full shift of electronics as well. These should spread out now. We have enough polymers. We do need to build up our stack of machine parts. But we'll get there. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. We're short one machine part all the way down here, so that's going to be not really all that helpful for the moment. Maybe just to get that going, we should... Oh, of course, you need maintenance because I've had you turned off for so long. Let's open two shifts here. Let's go ahead and close down the building here. We have a lot of polymer. All right, where did you take that one piece of machine part? I don't think it's being delivered here, is it? Nope, you're just filling up on concrete. What does the machine part look like? Is it a... Right there, quick.
Sector
Okay.
scanned.
I've got him to pick up that machine part, and we'll unload it down here.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
All right, what did we just do? We analyzed that anomaly that was way over in the far distance here. So that looked like it just gave us enough science to finish decommissioning protocol. Does it cost us anything to do decommissioning? Nope. All right, we're going to decommission these buildings here because they're a bit of an eyesore. I think you still have resources available. I just turned you off because we didn't quite need that much concrete in any given day. We actually can turn this off too and save ourselves a little bit of maintenance because, again, we don't need this much concrete. We've got 765 sitting in storage. Okay, so here's the other raw resource builder. This is the factory. So we can now build, once we research this, and we research, where did it go to? Electronics, we should be able to build those factories if we need to. This is a mega storage, so I don't know if we need that just yet. It's kind of a nice to have kind of thing. Wow, that's 7,000 research. That's crazy. Let's add Martian education. And let's go ahead and also increase the performance of engineers and geologists. That's our queue. So our queue is filled up. What else can we be doing here? We're getting our parts. We're getting our metals now because this is going to come online. How? Oh, are you kidding? We're short like 5 metal. Okay, sure. That's fine. We'll go grab some metal from nearby. We may have just enough metal to get this going. Let's take the metal from here and bring it back down here. You don't really have a storage depot for it, so I am going to put a temporary metals deposit just so you can unload. And we need one... Of course we need 5 pieces of metal to finish that off. That's funny. What do you got here? Perfect. Just enough. We'll scrap that order and have you just come down here, pick up this surface metal. Onwards and upwards, my friend. You're turned off, which is fine. How are we doing on power? We're still coming down on power. Boy, oh boy, we've been... I mean, we're opening as many solar things as we can. Oh, we can now build the Stirling generators, though. They produce 10 power. They need 10 polymer up front, but we now have polymer. Why don't we start putting down a couple of Stirling generators here and there? That's going to give us 10 extra power, and that's going to cost 10 and 5, which is basically using the rest of what we have. We'll do that anyways, because we really do need to get this power situation handled. You've got the metals on board. Let's come back here and unload it. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and grab a bit of a drink of water. Give me just a moment. Oh, goodness. What just happened? We drained those batteries down all the way. Okay. Not where I want to be in life. We're still way down in power. Who is without power right now?
Our colonists are suffering from hypothermia.
Yes. Yes, they are. Okay. We need to probably do a crash shutdown of anything that we don't need to have active to reduce the load on the power grid. Okay, so can we tell what's taking the most power? Not really. It is probably the domes themselves. That's shut down. Of course, we just got our automatic metals extractor up. You're already offline anyways. We did get this built. Oh, wait, we'll produce 10 power if opened? Why don't you open yourself? It's rather annoying. Okay, so that's giving us 26 power. We can probably put down... No, we can't because we don't have any... We don't have any metal, or we don't have any electronics, so we can't build the next power generator. We do have concrete. What uses concrete? Concrete and metal parts. Okay. We have enough of that. Let's build a couple of emergency solar panels, or sorry, wind turbines. What the hell? Heck's the power grid here? Okay. We'll put 4 down. That should use up the 4 machine parts we have in stock. That's going to give us 5, 10, 15, 20. That might be enough for us to recover and then get to a point where the batteries are starting to store up their energy. I have no idea how long colonists can last basically without power. Is the dome okay? Yeah, the dome has enough power right now. Okay, so we are generating a surplus because we turned a lot of these buildings back. We turned them off. Ugh, it is. It's getting a little tight. I think we're going to be okay because we have a good balance of how many colonists we have right now. I'm a little irked that we weren't able to get the applicants that we needed, so maybe I'll have to remove some of the filters that we had. How did I miss this anomaly? This has been sitting here for who knows how long. Let's grab this anomaly since it's right here. Did I miss any more anomalies that are right next to us? Oh, you know what it could have been? It could have been a meteor. I think meteors sometimes drop anomalies in their wake.
Resources are low.
Yeah, no kidding. We're low on everything. At some point, I will make it a priority to redo the entire power network. And I think what I want to do is kind of have one long line of power generation along the outskirts of wherever we wind up putting most of our domes, which seems to be most of our domes are going to go in this area here. And we might have a section of drones just to resupply those. Of course, we don't have the metal to build the power line. All right, are you building again? You are building. You're bringing metal here. What if I only want 5 metal here? Oh, you know what we wanted to do is actually destroy this. Wait a minute. Load all this metal up, please, sir. Okay, then we'll destroy the metal deposit. now metal should have to be dropped off here. And then metal should be usable for the rest of the colony. Okay, so I think we've solved that quandary. We're generating quite a bit of power now because I think it's the second shift, or we're not as much as utilized during the day. What is this? This is... Okay, you're waiting on metal. That's fine.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, we got extra research from the anomaly that was right next door. We have the big dome turned off. Everything's working fine here. What do you produce? Ah, you do actually generate waste rock. Okay. This is high quality. This should give us a good amount of metal for a long period of time. Although, you know what we could do? We could probably only use... let's see. Let me go to the other screen. I like the other screen. How you can look at the way the drones go and are assigned. Let's add more drones to... Well, that's... I can't quite tell now. Let's see. Can we rename this? Oh, of course not. Let's give them a couple more drones, I guess, if that's even possible. Oh, it says available drone prefabs. Okay. We'll add some more drones. You've got 5 right now? Yeah, you can afford 2 more. You shouldn't be overloaded with that. And you're only using how many? 3 drones. Which should be more than enough to pick up metal and pick up the waste rock. All these guys are doing is making the metal run over here. So we've taken a couple drones and reassigned them over here where they should be more effective. We are back to high power again, I think. Our batteries are getting full at least. What did we turn off that we can probably turn on? We got tons of fuel, so we don't really need fuel just at this moment. And we still have quite a bit of concrete, so we don't even have to turn those concrete extractors back on. We're looking at still needing 25 metal and 10 polymer for the medical center, but again, not a priority just yet. What about the living complexes? They only need concrete. Okay. Why don't we start building them? Now, I won't make this area live just yet. Oh, we can even put a neat little garden in here. That's going to be really nice. Why don't we do that? Let's add something for... I had forgotten all about the fact that you can add gardens and things like that. Can we do a big garden? We could even put them right in the middle of the living areas. Okay, let's look at the farm because we wanted to put some farms in here. So we can put the farms. That's the road up there. What about another farm? Will it overlap that or no? Not really. We could put them in the side here. Let's do that. Let's do a couple of farms on the sides. They only use concrete too, so we can have these all built and ready to go. Just the dome will be turned off, so nobody should move in. Alright, so we've got those two. What about the houses? And I think I'd like to do some of those nicer living areas. So we could do one of these along the side. I think the back, because I don't think it's going to fit otherwise. Like this, okay. And then we've actually got room for another one if we wanted. Tucked right in the middle. That's an apartment, but... So this is going to give us 14 each. We have 66 colonists right now. So I think we would have to kind of smush them together a bit. Let's build back here. Right, and that's not too bad. We could put... I almost don't want to have anything in here at all that is... What does this cost? Okay, we'll remove that for the moment. We'll bring that back in later on. I don't want to add in anything here that's going to cost us... That's not going to be for comfort or, you know, living condition areas. We could try to make those parks happen. I like how some of those parks look. They look like they can do a good bit of comfort and exercise and playing. That's what they that's their service basically, and they don't cost anything but concrete. So we have 6 of these living areas, which is more than enough right now to house the existing population as is. We still have room for even more. So let's add in the tunnel. Wrong kind of tunnel. Passage is the word I'm looking for. So we'll add in a passage here. Come straight out and hook around like this, maybe? I mean, this exit's kind of blocked, but I don't know how many people are going to use that anyways. And what? Where's this going to go? This, I think we wanted this to go where the infirmary was. Did we ever? We haven't built the other one, so we can't build this tunnel connection just yet anyways. Not that it matters. We don't need it just yet. Again, all this is using concrete, so we're not using a resource that we're low on just yet. Oh, how cool! You can put little things right in the middle. Yeah, let's get some pride in Martian pride here. Put a couple of these down here. Seems like a nice place for some statues, and then we'll put something like maybe this will just kind of be the relaxing area. This little triangle here will be a completely chill out area where everyone goes to relax a bit. It's a triangle. I need like a 2-piece or maybe just one by itself. This is a little stone garden. I could remove this and fit the rest of this stuff in here. Stone garden. Full garden. Small fountain. Yeah, maybe a small fountain in the middle. I think that's going to look kind of nice, right? Just a little area for everyone to come hang out. And this leaves this entire big section of triangle open in case we want to build more living areas. We probably will build another house, but the tunnels are going to connect. The passages will connect here, so maybe we'll build some more chill out areas or a university. That could be a thing too. So we'll let our drones start working on building all of the stuff inside. Again, this is turned off overall though, so no one's going to try to move into this dome. We wanted to also... we do have a lot of non-specialists or non-specialization colonists, so we could actually put down the university. And then we could train them up to be whatever we needed. I don't know if it's worth the cost just yet, though. 10 polymer, 25 metals. We don't quite have all that yet. The metal process is a bit slow. Hey, transporter, where did you go to? Can you look at some more surface metals? Let's try to bring some more surface metals back home here. There we go. Perfect. I'll have you do a transport run of... Wrong button. Let's do a transport run of metals and have you drop them back off here at home. So that'll give us a little bit of a boost to our metal surplus. Oh, here. I didn't see this vista here, too. This would be kind of a neat little spot. Just up on top of this little
Meteor
lookout.
shower incoming.
Well, that's not good. I keep forgetting about this part. We did have all these sensor towers that we never wound up building. They do cost electronics, though. Maybe I'll build a couple, since we can afford a couple right now. And I'll try to remember to build some more later on. This is for the idea that if we get 6 sensor towers, we get a mission completion, and we get 15 drone prefabs. So that is decent. Still not sure how to do a deep scan yet. That might be a feature, like a technology feature that we haven't researched. Look at how much of this tree we still haven't even touched yet. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Can we tell how we're competing? I think we checked about that at the start of the mission, or start of the episode. I don't think we can tell how we're doing in comparison. I mean, I don't know if there's, really any need to compete, because we're basically just on Mars together. Oh, okay, we can compare at least. They've got 48 colonists. All of the other colonies have 48. They're doing about 200 research, 300 research, 400 research. And we are rocking it with 885, and we've got 66 colonists. And the buildings, we have more buildings than any of the other... nope, it looks like Europe has more buildings than we do, but... Good standing, and it just says Japan. Oh, this is just your standing between the factions, I think. Okay, that's fine. Hey, we've got more people here. It doesn't mean that they're, you know, living in great conditions, but we do have more people here. Okay, so we're doing better than we were at the start of the episode. Things were a little bit tight at the start of the episode, but I think we've kind of recovered with the power decisions. And we're expanding this new dome. It's not turned on yet. We're going to have to probably figure out a new location for water. We might just have to do it right out here. I think there is an existing drone hub. Oh, none of the drone hubs can service this, so we'll have to drop a new drone hub down. That's fine. And we're going to open up the medical center soon. I can actually undo this now so they can start building it. We do have the polymers for it. I think we've got at least one ship open everywhere. No, we need to do... Let's bring this back to being a little bit more spread out. Perfect. So we've got a decent amount of people working on all three of the primary goods. And of course, we've always had a full staff working on... Oh no, where did they go? Guys, we need to get you back. Oh, I turned it off because of power. Okay, let's get this back going again. And we should get our geologists over here at some point. Hopefully this prioritizes geologists over anyone. It might take a sol or so to work out. So I'll take a break, and when I come back, we'll watch this meteor storm, see if it takes out any of our colonists or the colony itself. I don't think it's going to be too bad, but of course, the more buildings we have out here, the more likely it is that we're going to get hit somewhere by a meteor. So probably the worst spot would be somewhere directly right on the life support pipe. It'll interrupt our flow of life support out to the buildings, but luckily we do have some storage directly at the facility itself. So that is good. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I hope to see you again in the next Surviving Mars video.